Alright guys, so real quick we're going to go over a scenario that we see out in the field sometimes. And basically what happens is the scenario is going to be the oven runs up to set point perfectly fine. When it gets to set point, the flame drops completely out. The oven will drop 25-30 degrees, then it will relight, it will go back to set point, and then once it gets to set point it just repeats that cycle. So it just sits in this cycle of going to set point, 30 degrees below, set point, 30 below. So I'm going to discuss and show you guys real quick some of the common issues that would cause that. So the first one is going to be if you have recently replaced the gas valve for any reason. If you swap the two wires on the two coils here, you will get that scenario. So if you have recently replaced the valve, that's going to be the very first thing you need to check in that scenario. If the oven has been in service for a while and it's not something that you know could be related to the wiring, and I've got a couple different valves here we're going to go over. So what happens is when the oven reaches set point, it turns this bottom coil off, which closes this solenoid, and that puts the valve into a low flame or a bypass state. So there's two different versions of valve here depending on manufacturer date. So the early style, which we're going to go over first, is a non-adjustable, it's a fixed bypass. So you'll see under this cap here, we're going to take it out, show you guys. If you look down in there, there is a small bypass orifice in there. So if that bypass orifice gets plugged, then when it closes this solenoid off, if that orifice is plugged, then now you've got no gas flow. So that, if you have this style here, that's what you're going to want to check. And so again, you're going to remove the cap, and the orifice is underneath the cap. So the later style, the more recent ovens, have an adjustable bypass. So this adjustment here, you'll see this threaded stem that I'm turning. That is, it's basically kind of like a needle in a seat. So the further you thread this in, it eventually closes off totally. So as you back it out and you open it up, you're basically increasing the gas flow through the bypass here. So if you have this style, you would want to ensure that you have enough flow through here. If this gets adjusted or it's turned in too far, then again, when it goes into low flame, you don't have enough gas flow through the bypass here to keep the flame or keep the oven lit. So then again, you would get in that scenario where it shuts off, falls down 30 degrees, relights, goes back to set point. So those are going to be the scenarios there that cause this. So as always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us.